Every startup begins with a dream, the vision to change the world. But in reality, the road to building that vision is filled with obstacles. Finding the right infrastructure, right network, right support system. Ask any founder, they'll tell you the struggle is real. Working from home isn't viable long term. Renting office space is expensive. Incubation centers are limited, and access to right resources, that's a battle of its own. In India, the startup boom is undeniable. With over 1.5 lakhs registered startups and a growing wave of innovation, the ecosystem is thriving. But the reality on ground, 80% of startups struggle in their early stage due to lack of infrastructure and environment. High rental costs in metro cities force startups either to overpay or compromise on the quality of the workspace. Incubation centers are selective but limited in capacity, leaving many early stage startup founders without proper access to mentorship or networking. Flexible workspaces exist, but either they are too costly, non-customizable, or non-tailored to startup needs. The startup doesn't just need a desk. It needs an environment that provides access to innovation, collaboration, and access to opportunities. But today, many startups are forced to operate from crowded coffee shops, home garages, or overpriced office spaces, leading to inefficiencies, distractions, and missed opportunities. On the other side of the equation, we have facility providers, institutions, incubators, co-working spaces, and community centers. They have world-class infrastructure, underutilized spaces, and facilities built for innovation. Yet, they struggle with occupancy and engagement. Incubation centers in universities remain underutilized, with limited access beyond student entrepreneurs. Co-working spaces finds difficult to attract their right clientele, often relying on traditional corporate clients rather than agile startups. Corporate innovation hubs and shared labs have potential to be startup breeding grounds, yet many remain disconnected from the larger ecosystem. Community spaces and public innovation hubs have the infrastructure, lacks structured outreach to connect with growing startups. Many of these spaces are built to enable innovation and entrepreneurship, but without the right visibility and accessibility, they fail to reach the entrepreneurs who need the most. Spaces remain vacant while startups continue to struggle to find the right place to work, build, and grow. In India alone, thousands of campus incubation centers, corporate innovation hubs, and shared workspaces remain underutilized, either because they are not marketed well, lack of a structured booking system, or inaccessible to the right audience. The irony, the infrastructure exists, the demand exists, but the connection between the two is missing. And that's where the hidden opportunity lies. This is where cumma comes in. Cumma is not just a platform, it's a revolution. We are here to bridge the gap between startups in need of infrastructure and facility enablers looking for meaningful collaboration. One platform, one ecosystem, infinite possibilities. At its core, cumma is designed to empower both startups and facility providers by eliminating inefficiencies and unlocking infinite opportunities. For startups, we provide seamless access to affordable and high-quality workspaces, ensuring that every entrepreneur can find the right space to build, collaborate, and scale. For facility providers, we offer a structured and intelligent system that enhances visibility, improves space utilization, and optimizes revenue generation. For the ecosystem, we create an interconnected network where mentorship, innovation, and growth happen naturally, not by chance, but by design. Cumma isn't just about booking a desk or renting out a meeting room. It's about fostering an environment where ideas thrive, where collaborations happen effortlessly, and where startups find not just a workspace, but a home to grow. Imagine a startup founder in Bangalore gaining access to an R&D lab in Mumbai, or an incubator in Hyderabad discovering and supporting groundbreaking founders from across the country. Imagine a world where finding the right space to innovate is no longer a challenge, but an opportunity waiting to be unlocked. This is cumma, the missing link that transforms underutilized potential into limitless possibilities. India has always been a land of entrepreneurs, innovators, and disruptors. But imagine the impact when every startup has access to the right infrastructure and every facility enabler finds the right startup to nurture. Imagine a connected ecosystem where ideas don't just remain ideas, but become thriving businesses, where the barriers to infrastructure no longer hold back innovation, where startups, incubators, co-working spaces, and community hubs are seamlessly connected in a way that transforms India into the ultimate launchpad for growth. Across metros, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, startups are emerging at an unprecedented rate, but the ecosystem they need isn't just about funding, it's about access. access to spaces, to talent, to network, and to collaborations. This isn't just an opportunity, it's a movement to redefine how India innovates, scales, and disrupts. Cumma isn't just solving a problem, it's unlocking India's next wave of startup success. The infrastructure is there, the talent is there, the vision is there, and with Cumma, the connection is finally here. Cumma is revolutionizing technical facility access by seamlessly connecting startups, researchers, and innovators with the state-of-the-art labs, testing centers, and industrial workspaces. Instant access to specialized facilities, whether it's a biotech lab, a 3D printing studio, or an industrial-grade robotics facility, startups can find and book the right spaces instantly. Flexible and affordable usage. Pay-per-use model ensure that startups don't have to invest heavily in infrastructure, but can still access the best facilities when they need them. A unified network of technical hubs, universities, corporate R&D centers, and independent labs can now list their facilities and open them up for collaboration, innovation, and co-development. With Cumma, the next generation of hardware startups, biotech innovators, AI pioneers, and research-driven companies can access the technical infrastructure they need without barriers, without delays. We are unlocking the doors to innovation, one facility at a time. Thousands of square feet of underutilized space can now be repurposed for the next generation of disruptors, ensuring that no space goes to waste. This is our moment, the moment to reshape the way startups grow and facility providers thrive. If you are a startup, your journey starts here. If you are a facility enabler, your impact starts now. Join Cumma. Let's build the future together.